We won't know who the leader is until they get by for the first time here. Looks like Drake getting by for second right away. But a long way to go. Cavallari, your second qualifier, back in the middle of the pack here. All right, sun's starting to set here. Looks like a mistake by our leader. So it's Camden, Adam, and Frankie right there. Oh, different white truck. Sorry about that. Camden's still out front. All these folks driving the white single paint jobs, making it tough here. So Camden Line, your leader, number 7. Your TQ in the S-Works. Adam Drake in the Mugen, running second. Frankie Jr. in the Mugen as well, running in third. So Adam and Frankie now teammates. And then that's Ryan Pavitas in the HB Racing, the other all-white that I thought was Camden initially. Then we got Chris Smith there, top 5 here in the open class. Ryan Reese running 6, Saxon 7, Cavallari 8, Fenster 9, and Belo 10. Westergaard 11, Brody Thompson 12, Fishback 13, Watlet 14, Scales and G. 130 down, 13 and a half to go here in race number 19. Race number 20. Sportsman E-Buggy A-Main. We'll lay a light sprinkle on for the Sportsman Electric Buggy A-Main. And maybe get Sportsman and Intermediate in the books. All right, 2 down and 13 to go. Drivers, 2 down and 13 to go. For Camden Line. Your leader was a second and a half last time by, now 3 seconds. So Camden doubling his lead here in that S-Works ride. The Drake and Frankie Jr., both of them rocking the Mugens, running second and third respectively with Pavitas in 4. And the one that's been impressing me the most today, Clayton Faxon, all the way up to the top 5. So good battle at the back of the track here. And it looks like, yep, Frankie getting by the Drake here. And now Ryan Pavitas on the back of the Drake as they battle. Frankie gets it wrong. The Drake right there. So good 3-way battle down the left side straightaway. Second, third, and fourth down that left side straightaway. Meanwhile, Camden with a 4.5 second lead right here in front of us. Our race leader in the S-Works. Cavallari now running 6, Reese in 7, Fenster 8, Smith 9, Fishback top 10, Watlet 11, Belo with a rough lap and a drop to the 12, Thompson, Westergaard, Scales, and G. 3 minutes down and 12 minutes to go, drivers. 3 down and 12 to go. So Camden Line got the TQ in both Nitro classes, Buggy and Truggy. And he is starting to set sail here in the main event, only 3.5 in. And he's got a 3.5 second lead over Frankie. So Frankie just turned his best lap of the race, 39.5. So Frankie, the one on the move in the Mugen, trying to reel in that S-Works ride. All right, coming up on 4 minutes down, 11 to go, drivers. 4 down and 11 to go. All right, so everybody on the lead lap, but the leader is approaching Jeff G., the first driver to go a lap down. If the leader catches you in that all white, give him a little bit of space. You guys all know what to do in this one. So Frankie, Adam, Ryan still duking it out here. Frankie and Adam both in the Mugens. Looks like Frankie's starting to pull away from Adam and Ryan, so that's going to leave a 2-way battle. So battle for third coming up on some traffic here over that triple jump. Be aware. All right, coming up on a 1/3 mark, almost to the 5-minute mark. Pit stop should go down about 7.5. So Drake and Pavitas, the closest battle. And here they come down the front side. There's the Drake in the Mugen, and there is Pavitas in the HB Racing. Cavallari now making his way up into the top 5. So Cavallari, your second qualifier, with the rough first lap. trying to make up for it. So 5:15 down, 9:45 remaining. Camden with 5 seconds on Frankie. Frankie with 2.5 on Drake. Drake with 1.5 on Pavitas. And Pavitas with 2 seconds on Cavallari. Then it's Saxton in 6, Fenster 7, Chris Smith 8, Fishback 9, Watlet 10, Ryan Reese 11, Cody Thompson 12, Brendan LaRoe 13, Pavel Scales 14, Westergaard 15, and Jeff G 16. So sun setting over here on the left side. I'm sure the drivers are struggling when they go around that first corner over there, staring right in the sun. Because I know I can't even see the left side of the track, but by the end of this race, the sun hopefully should be down. We'll kick those lights on. And we'll all get out the heaters after having the air conditioners on all day. All right, 6:15 down, 8:45 remaining here for Camden Line. 4-second lead over Frankie Contreras Jr. Frankie with 5 seconds on Adam Drake, and Adam with 1.5 on Ryan Pavitas. All right, so now might have been a pit stop coming up on 7 down, 8 to go, but now Frankie only 1.5 seconds behind Camden. Camden with a rough 42.9, Frankie a 39.9, so Frankie making up 3 seconds. Oh, and that might have been Frankie going out of the park there. And so now the Drake going to be right on Frankie once again. Looks like Frankie got it wrong up on the Perris style over the top, the back right corner. And Jason Dean going searching for the Frankie truck. All right, halfway coming up, pit stops. Pit lane gonna get busy here. Once again, no spectating from pit lane. Make sure you're only in there if you're a mechanic. So once again, guys, long-standing JBRL rule, you line up by how you qualify. That goes for, should go without saying, that's pretty much the rule for every race once you get to the main events. All right, 8 down, 7 to go, 8 down, 7 to go. So line now, 5 seconds on Frankie. Frankie 2.5 on Pavitas. Pavitas now up to 3rd. The Drake now 2.5 behind Pavitas, down in the 4th spot. They're all battling, cycling through pit stops. There's Pavitas by the line. Cavallari now moving up to the 4th spot. I'm not sure what happened to the Drake. There he is, a 56-second lap for the Drake. Going to drop down to the 5th spot with Saxton running 6, Fenster in 7. Nick Watlet running 8 now with Below 9 and Fishback in top 10. Fishback now jumping back to the 8. All right, coming up on 9 down, 6 to go. 9 down, 6 to go. A 6-second lead. Camden Line has never relinquished the lead. All right, 9:30 down, 5:30 left to go. Camden Line, 5.5 on Frankie. Frankie 2.5 on Ryan. Pavitas. Pavitas now with 10 seconds on Cavallari, and Cavallari with 5 seconds on the Drake. So now Drake back battling with Fenster and Saxton for that top 5. There's the Drake with his best lap of the race. Fenster and Saxton, all 3 of them with their best lap of the race as they're duking it out here. 10 down, 5 to go, drivers. 10 down, 5 to go. So Trevor Olins and Kusky, you guys are in the next race. They both are turn marshaling. So they were both in the last race. So Kusky and Trevor Olins. Hopefully you have somebody else that can get your cars through tech. So 10:30 down, 4:30 left to go. 10:30 down, 4:30 left to go. Sun setting here on the dirt race park with 4:15 to go here in our open Nitro Truggy A main event. Sportsman E-Buggy A main for 10 minutes coming up next.
4 minutes left.
All right, 11:15 down, 3:45 to go. Drake and Fenster are only battle for a top 5 there, with Fenster only 9/10 behind the Drake. But all eyes on Camden Lime now, only a 3-second lead on Frankie Jr. So Lime, Frankie Jr., 3 seconds apart. Pavitas another 4 seconds back. Cavallari running 4, Drake 5, Fenster 6, Saxon 7, Watson 8, Fishback 9, and Chris Smith top 10. Ryan Reese 11, Velo 12, Thompson 13, Jeff G 14, Savell Scales 15, and it looks like Westergaard calling it a race. As we're down to 3 minutes to go, drivers, 3 minutes left to go. In race 19, race 20, Sportsman E-Buggy. All right, final 2:45 remaining. Nothing really going on up front. Camden 4.5 on Frankie, Frankie 4.5 on Ryan, and Ryan 8.5 on the other Ryan. All right, 13 down, 2 to go for Lime. 4 seconds now on Frankie. Frankie 4.5 on Pavitas, and Pavitas 7.5 on Cavallari. So our top 3 looking pretty secure, unless Cavallari could strap it up here. Oh no, looks like Chris Smith off the track. So Joey Christensen, if you're here, get those lights warmed up. Chris Smith's in the race, or Brian Johnson can get the lights going on. 1:30 to go, drivers, 1:30 to go. So Camden Lime, oh no, Camden Lime a 43.2, and Frankie Contreras now right there, battle coming down the front side for the lead now. So Camden had this thing all but wrapped up, but as we all know in racing, nothing is wrapped up. So good battle. Let's see if Frankie now can catch that Truggy right in front of him. He's got 1 minute left. So a couple more laps here. Frankie gonna try to strap it up and reel in Camden Lime in the S-Works. So let's see, they're doing 43 seconds, so they will make it by for one more after this. So this is not the last lap. Unless they crash a bunch, they will make it by for one more by about 3 to 4 seconds they'll make it by. Oh no, Camden getting it wrong, but a nice death rev save. And here comes Frankie Contreras all over him like flies on grandma. 14.5 down, 30 seconds to go, the battle. Let's see. Inside, side by side, over the triples they go. Can Frankie get to the inside? Oh, Camden gonna send it. Frankie gonna back it off. We got 10 seconds. They're going to make it by for one more lap. The white flag is out, and they're coming up on Saxton and Thompson. So battle for the lead on the final lap. Frankie all over the back of line. Here they come. Time has expired. We're racing to the line. One more lap to decide it. The loop is way over on the left side there at the end of the straightaway. So Frankie has this lap to get it done. Finish the lap you are on. Battle for the win on the backside. It's the S-Work trying to hold off the Mugen of Frankie Contreras. Still got a half a lap to go. One little mistake could result in disaster. Frankie trying to strap it up here. Here they come, one more straightaway, and wire to wire. It's going to be Camden Lime in the S-Works taking the victory. Frankie 9/10 of a second short with Ryan Pavitas grabbing the third spot on the podium.